So with that, the next piece I want to show you is vendor qualification and vendor pre-selection. I'm going to jump right into the pain points because that again is a huge problem. So 69% identify poor contractor performance as a challenge. They're easier to blame as well because they're not part of the organization. So whenever something goes wrong, it's obviously the third party. It's very easy. It's easier even for when there's no clear documentation of communication. That is what we try to eliminate. 23% have pre-qualification procedures for vendor qualification, but they're very, very difficult. So for example, how do I create my favorite list for the vendor for a specific service? So BUILD addresses that too. And 54% experience a shortage of at least one construction material. What does that mean? So let's say I had one vendor who was supposed to provide me all glasswork or all concrete, and now they're out of it. So I need to have a system that quickly allows me to onboard another one, fulfill my need or the gaps, and then be able to manage both of them. And that's exactly what BUILD does. So first and foremost, BUILD has a vendor qualification app. It's a complete different process. I won't go into that, but it allows you to launch surveys. You can have your own set of questionnaire that you can send over to them over a course of time. You, based on their responses, based on how they're doing on different projects, you can evaluate them, and you can manage all of those vendors in here. But that's not going to be the core topic of discussion. What I'm going to focus on that once you have your preferred vendors, how BUILD makes it easier for you to work with them. So let me just minimize this and go back to my project app. So in here, you can see I have a section which I refer to as subcontractors. So based on my procurement, which shows everything holistically that is happening across this project, all the services I need, all the equipment I need, all the materials I need, where I need to go to subcontractors for these services. For example, I need Glazier service in here. What we have done is we have built this vendor selection app. So I click on that and it opens up a very nice and easy to use application for me. Based on what I showed you, my vendor qualification app, I have already asked those questions. I've already shortlisted them. And then it makes it easy enough for me to say, okay, I need these materials and this service for it. I click on this service and it says, here is your recommended vendor that you should be using. If I select this and hit save, it automatically adds it to my project. Similarly, if I go in here and I say I need cement, it shows me, okay, here are all of your vendors who can provide you cement. I can go in here and I can select Bechtel and I hit save and it automatically adds it to my project. Now, if I go into my subcontractor, this is how it adds them. So you can see it is telling me I'm using this Rip City for both Glazier services and materials, and I'm using Bechtel for my cement materials only. And then I can generate purchase orders directly in here, and I can manage all of this communication and collaboration with them. I also have features here where once I have selected them, I can quickly reach out to them for request for proposal. And again, I'll show it to you. This is one of the features that I don't have to come up with a documentation, re-enter this information. I can just, the system will automatically do it for me, send it over to them. They can send the response and I can take it from there. So again, focus being here, eliminate all of this, eliminate poor contractor performance. And if there is performance issues, it's easier to pinpoint, fix, and move on from. Pre-qualification processes are easy, like I showed you the vendor qualification app, and the shortage of one or more contractors is not an issue. As long as you have them pre-qualified, you can easily, through our app, select a new one, add them to your project, and generate a purchase order